LZ560. Trevor Loudon is with us today, along with Dan Muir, who's always sitting next to me. Trevor, again, thanks for joining us. You're a long way from home.
Always a pleasure. I love this place.
Appreciate it.
One of my favorite parts of the States is right here.
Well, I appreciate you joining us very much so. All right, talk to us about, first of all, the movie, Enemies Within, how they can get it. If they can't get to one of your showings, how do they get the movie?
Well, look, yeah, we're going to show it all over the country, but right now just go to enemieswithinmovie.com. enemieswithinmovie.com. You can see a short trailer there. You can order the DVD online. We'll mail it out to you straight away. We want a couple of million people to see this before the election, because I think anybody who's contemplating sitting this one out or staying home, once they see this, they'll realize the absolute necessity of voting. Hillary Clinton will finish what Obama has started. She won't be playing golf all day. She'll be bringing this country to its knees.
That is a fact. All right, one question I'm sure there's people out there listening are thinking to themselves, wait a minute, time out. We've got this guy from New Zealand. He's really not from around here. Why do you care so much about what happens in the United States of America?
Well, for one thing, you guys are the leading light of liberty around the world. The American Constitution is what every freedom lover aspires to, and it just galls us to see it being trashed every day and be destroyed. The other thing is, if America goes down, every free country falls.
It's a fact.
There's no one can stand.
No.
Who's going to do it? Canada?
It's a fact.
Italy?
Well, and then there's this misconception that China and Russia are not aggressive. When they see weakness on our side, they're coming after you.
They're very aggressive.
Look, they are arming to the hilt right now. China is trying to build 400 nuclear submarines. They're building
400?
They're building 60 ships a year. America's building 9. The Russians have just deployed their Satan intercontinental ballistic missile that can take out an area the size of Texas or France. They are building up, building up, building up, and you don't see that in the media, but you read it, you talk to the Europeans. They are terrified of war breaking out at any time, because America is being seen as weak. You've got to realize, America, Russia has 3 times more nuclear weapons than you do now. Modern nuclear weapons. You haven't made a nuke for 25 years.
I think Donald Trump's actually talked about that a little bit on the campaign trail.
Yes,
has he not?
Yes, he has.
I have not heard that. We have not built a
No, he's
nuclear
talked about
weapon
that.
in 25 years.
He talked about in the debate about how old our stuff is.
Yeah, and I think that might have come from the movie, to be honest. But whatever. But that's exactly what it is. And their conventional forces are way ahead of yours now. They have got the most modern nuclear weapons on the planet. You have not made one since 1992, I think it is. So as we say in the movie, your nuclear arsenal is older than the flight crews that maintain them.
Wow.
So
Wow.
why do you think the bad guys are on the march?
Because they know our technology is older and
because
behind.
they know that we're no longer the superpower we used to be.
Yeah. So what happened? Reagan had that great doctrine: peace through security. So peace through strength. So what happens to your peace when you lose your strength?
It goes away.
It goes away, and that's exactly why the world is getting more unstable every day right now.
All right, so that leads us into Hillary Clinton, which, again, I just have a hard time imagining her as President of the United States, given all of the different things that we just got done talking about, knowing she would continue on with consecutive more years of what we've just been through the past age. She is going to basically do what Obama has done on steroids.
Absolutely. She's not going to be playing golf all day. She's going to be working to trash your Constitution every day of the week. And I'll tell you, one of the first things she's going to do, and I think Americans need to understand the implications of this. She has promised to amnesty all of the illegal immigrants in this country within the first 100 days. Now just think about that. Mitt Romney lost the last election by 2.5 million votes. There are between 12 and 40 million illegals in this country. When they get citizenship and voting rights, they will vote 75 to 80% Democrat.
That's right.
That is the pattern. That is going to be 10 to 32 million more Democratic Party votes.
Right.
How is there ever going to be another Republican president?
There won't.
There
won't be.
So that is. America is a few months away from potentially being a one-party state forever. And Americans need to understand that Hillary Clinton, no matter who you voted for in the primaries or whatever, you have to vote to stop Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
because your country's future
right.
is at stake, your children's future is at stake, and my children's future is at stake.
The whole world's future is at stake.
Absolutely.
That's really what this boils down to, folks. So again, those of you evangelicals, never Trumpers, those of you out there that think you're going to set the world on fire by voting third party, think again. You're not going to.
You know, you explain to your children in 25 years' time, 10 years' time, why they're living in a one-party totalitarian state, because your ego got away on you
That's a
in
fact.
2016.
Thank you. Because you couldn't vote for Donald Trump and had to vote for Gary Johnson, and we ended up with Hillary Clinton. You tell that to your grandkids someday.
That's my view, and this is the whole world is watching this election. You know, people don't understand. You know, Hillary Clinton is a Marxist. She's worse than Bernie Sanders.
Yes.
At least he was semi-honest about it. But
Good point.
And that's a
know,
huge difference.
no, that's a good point.
That's a huge
yeah,
difference.
huge. But you know, Tim Kaine owed his job to the Muslim Brotherhood. Hillary Clinton works extensively with the Muslim Brotherhood.
A lot of people
These are
don't
bad
understand.
people.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the Tim Kaine connection with the Muslim Brotherhood. A lot of people think Tim Kaine's just this nice Catholic guy running around.
No,
Look,
hardly.
Tim Kaine came out of the Marxist Liberation Theology School of the Catholic Church. He was elected to the governorship of Virginia with the help of the Muslim Brotherhood, who signed up 65,000 Muslim voters. He appointed several of their people to important positions. He follows their line exactly. He goes to their events. He owes his position to Muslim Brotherhood fronts like the Muslim American Society. And these people are connected to full-on terrorists. One of their top people is now serving a 23-year jail sentence. So this is Tim Kaine's connections. And Hillary Clinton goes way beyond that.
All right, let's take a call. Brett, welcome to Rush to Reason. Yes. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Trevor.
Look, it just proves the point. You know, Hillary Clinton is a massive security risk.
Yep.
We have a top Homeland Security official in their movie, Whistleblower, he says the words, "As a professional intelligence officer who has taken an oath to defend this country against enemies, foreign and domestic, Hillary Clinton is a domestic threat." You know, Hillary Clinton's emails are in the hands of the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians. Your intelligence services are freaking out right now, trying to uncover all the damage that she has done. She left her stuff open to your enemies.
Right.
Any army sergeant who did that would be in the jail for the rest of his life.
That's exactly right.
But
Very
she
well
gets
said.
a pass because the FBI is so politicized, the intelligence services are so politicized and so terrified of retribution under a Clinton presidency, they gave her a pass.
That's why we need to change it this next week. So, guys, not next week, but the week after, I should say. November 8th, got to get this changed. Got to vote for Trump. I don't care what you think. You think you might be making a difference years ahead by voting third party. Let me tell you what, folks, and Trevor, you can speak to this. You vote third party this election, Hillary gets elected, we're done. There will be no third party because, as Trevor said a moment ago, we'll have a one-party system after this.
Look, you may see how arrogant the Democrats can be now when they have a significant Republican opposition. When the Republican opposition is no more,
That's right.
do you think there's going to be any constraints on them
No,
whatsoever?
No.
They will not just send the IRS after their enemies, they will send every organ of the state to crush what she has always referred to as this vast right-wing conspiracy.
That's right.
She hates the Christian churches, she hates conservatives, and she is going to use every avenue of government power to make sure that people like us are never a force again.
That's exactly
Ever.
right. Very
You're
well
spot
said.
on, Trevor.
All right, TrevorLoudon.com is the website. Again, how can folks find the movie Enemies Within?
Yeah, look, enemieswithinmovie.com. Yeah, very simple, enemieswithinmovie.com. Please get it, circulate it, take it to your church, take it to your Tea Party group, your Republican group. Most conservatives, even the most informed conservatives, really underestimate the danger we're in right now.
Amen.
And this movie will lay it out real clearly.
Amen.
And
Very
just
well
real
said.
quick, Trevor, tonight is going to be an Evergreen at the Evergreen Tea Party at the barn, and that's tonight at 6. Tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. in Douglas County at the Douglas County Fairgrounds at Kirk Hall, and that's at 5:30 tomorrow night. And then Sunday in Loveland at the Pulmian Center. I think I pronounced that right.
Pulliam Center.
Pulliam
Center,
Center.
I
Yep,
think
and
it
you
is.
can find all of this out by going to trevorloudon.com.
Trevor, you're a
Thank
good
you.
man. We appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching over us here in the United States of America, because there's a lot of folks out there that are just sheep, and they are just following along blindly and have no clue what they're doing.
Well, I know all about sheep, and look, Americans are the most patriotic and onto it people in the world. So you may talk, you may say that, but you tell you what, you're still better off here than anywhere else.
Agree.
And this has got to be saved here, and it can be saved here for the good of us all.
Amen.
So I wish I could stay longer, but
I
I
appreciate
just
it.
love being with you guys.
I really appreciate it.
and sharing these ideas.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much
joining
for
us.
coming
Trevor
on.
Loudon. All right, let's do this. First financial